things the ministers of Emmerson Mnangagwa seems to be supporting his 2030 mantra and actually deciding not to back General Chwenga. And General Chwenga is seemingly single-handedly portrayed as an individual who is against the 2030 mantra, though they do not call out his name directly, but because we have been following ZANU PF politics, understand ZANU PF politics, definitely we can actually pinpoint, especially if someone is speaking about retired General Chwenga. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel this morning, the Hlonipani Global News. To your lovely channel, rather, Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Does it become a surprise that Oppah Muchinguri is seemingly siding with Mnangagwa rather than retired General Chwenga? If we are to look at the prayers that were done by VaPostori as well as Mazion for it, will this have a meaning in terms of Emmerson Mnangagwa actually having an upper hand against retired General Chwenga in the longest run as the succession disputes depends? In my view, I do not think so, and I'll be demonstrating why I do not think so. I think if you want to understand properly what is happening within ZANU PF at the moment, it is essential to interact with the history, what happened in 2017. Remember, there was Sidney Sekeramai as the Minister of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. And he was an ally of Robert Gabriel Mugabe. It is public knowledge, it is known. And in spite of that, we saw the military actually standing against the same Robert Gabriel Mugabe. All provinces in 2017, all of them were actually in support of Robert Gabriel Mugabe, and all of them had endorsed Mnangagwa to be fired within ZANU PF. I'm speaking about all provinces, all these structures, including these Mazion and VaPostori for it. They were behind Robert Gabriel Mugabe. But when Emmerson Mnangagwa came through, obviously through the aid of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, which carried out a coup to remove Robert Gabriel Mugabe, we saw ZANU PF structures aligning. So when it comes to ZANU PF structures, what they speak, it does not matter, particularly on matters of succession, because they don't have a say in simple terms. So Oppah Muchinguri was recorded saying that, how can one person disagree with all other members of ZANU PF who have actually endorsed that Emmerson Mnangagwa should go up to 2030, going to an extent of saying if that one person cannot see that Mnangagwa is unstoppable, then they need to give that person the glasses so that he is able to have a clear picture that he does not stand any chance against what is portrayed as the will of the people of ZANU PF. Now, in simple terms, who is this one person singled out? Obviously, also, I must underscore and overemphasize the mere fact that, during Robert Gabriel Mugabe, when they were talking about Mnangagwa, Grace Mugabe did not actually beat around the bush. It was known, he was told straight, Mnangagwa this and that, in his face. They did not fear him. They told him straight in his face, Mnangagwa, and all those were actually exposed and found to be part of the faction of Mnangagwa. They were told to their faces. But unlike to retired General Chwenga, they don't mention the name. The only person who has been doing that is Themba Mliso, but he is seemingly have backtracked from taking that particular posture, most probably donning to him that retired General Chiwenga is not actually a walk in the park within ZANU PF. Even Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa cannot confront him directly. He is sending foolish politicians to do so, and by so doing, Mnangagwa will be in a position to protect and justify himself. He will simply say, I did not send these people who were saying whatever they were saying against you. I mean, they were doing it on their own. Just like what Blessed Keza said, some of them would be left in the cold, and Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa would not be there to rescue them. I think Blessed Keza went as far as explaining that if you want to prove that Mnangagwa is not a trustworthy being, look at what is popularly known as the Cholocho Declaration. Professor Jonathan Moyo will actually tell you better. July Moyo and others who were damned by Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa when their plot was leaked, and he threw everyone under the bus and maintained his relationship with Robert Gabriel Mugabe. Is there a possibility he may do so in case 2030 backfires, of which in my view, I think 2030 have started backfiring long time ago. The mere fact that in the last conference they were speaking about it, it did not see the light of the day, and now they are still speaking about it. What will change? In my view, that's the question that I will still have to pose, except to intensify the now imminent removal of Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa. It's so imminent and so close. It's a matter of him making one more reckless move, and if he does so, he will find himself like Robert Gabriel Mugabe, and he is seemingly prepared to do so. So Oppah Muchinguri taking on retired General Chiwenga, in my view, does not stand, and I mean it doesn't count in the succession dispute. She's just a minister of defense, and most probably with no influence within the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, except just being, she may be another Sydney Sekeremai within the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. But retired General Chiwenga is seemingly entrenched within the force, and also he has the support of the war veterans. The war veterans are backing him. Last time Mnangagwa was backed by the war veterans, Mnangagwa had a backup of the military. That is why he became successful. So, I mean, if history is to repeat itself, there is absolutely low probability that in spite of Mnangagwa having support from all the provinces of ZANU PF, I mean, that does not guarantee him, or it doesn't actually give him a green light that he will march through to 2030 just like that. It has happened before. It was intimidating looking at it. People said there was no chance Mnangagwa was going to make it on Robert Gabriel Mugabe, but here he is as a liability as he is. And obviously, I cannot downplay the fact that he is more dangerous than Robert Gabriel Mugabe. He is more dangerous, and I'm sure those who are actually waging a fight with him, they understand that he is more dangerous than Robert Gabriel Mugabe. So, in my view, what Oppah Muchinguri has said, she's one of those people. I think looking at individuals like Oppah Muchinguri, they have been in government, I think, since 1980. So, and they are very old and tired. I mean, if they lose anything from now, they have been there, they have enjoyed it all. To them, I don't think what they are speaking about. They're just protecting the now, risking for the now, and they care less about the future because they may not exist into the future. I mean, they are insignificant when it comes to the issues of the future. So we know that everybody who is surviving within ZANU PF at the moment has to be seen praising the 2030 of Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa, has to be seen saying Mnangagwa has done the good. That can only be seen by them, but not the people of Zimbabwe. I think what is apparent from the people of Zimbabwe is that Mnangagwa has been the worst president You can't compare both of them with Robert Gabriel Mugabe to Ian Smith. Thank you very much for watching. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Do remember also to support my album, which is available on all digital platforms. You search for Hloniphani Ncube, and the title of the album is Uthando Lwakhe. OkaNcube Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet